Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Abdul Wahid Umar, Chairman, Bursa Malaysia, Puan Ruzi Rani Ajith, Chief Executive Officer, CGS CIMB Securities, our distinguished panel of speakers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the second Shariah Investing Virtual Conference 2021. Wherever you are, and given the ongoing pandemic, let me begin by wishing you the best of health and hope that everyone is staying safe. Even though we're unable to meet in person today, today's virtual conference is an excellent platform for continuing the healthy exchange of ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this year's conference, Sustainability, Creating New Opportunities in Islamic Finance, is timely given the growing desire for the integration of environmental, social and governance, ESG, into investing across the financial industry. Further, the COVID-19 pandemic has emphasized the need for companies to incorporate sustainable practices as a means to achieve business resilience. The value proposition of incorporating ESG considerations into asset allocations is reflected in the growing demand for value-based investing. Based on a recent Deutsche Bank GSIA analysis, portfolios with ESG mandates are expected to reach USD 160 trillion by 2036. This would be close to 100% ESG integration into funds management. In Malaysia, the growth in value-based investing presents a unique opportunity for Islamic finance. This is due to the many shared underlying principles by both ESG and Islamic capital raising approaches. Islamic finance calls for justice, empowerment of stakeholders, ethical practices, and social responsibility, notions at the heart of sustainability efforts and initiatives. Over the last decade, Malaysia has witnessed the launch of innovative structures and initiatives that are aligned with sustainability and ESG efforts. They include the Sustainable and Responsible Investing Sukuk Framework introduced in 2014 by the Securities Commission of Malaysia, Khazanah Nasional Berhad's first social impact sukuk, and Bank Negara's value-based intermediation strategy white paper introduced in 2017. Further, there is a large body of data suggesting that value-based and ESG investing have provided comparable returns and in many cases, better financial returns than conventional investments. Moreover, despite the market's recent downturn triggered by the COVID-19 outbreak, most ESG assets have outperformed their non-sustainable counterparts. This is a trend that is expected to continue. ESG investing, much like Shariah investing, promotes responsible behavior and appeals to investors seeking products that advocate ethical investing due to the selection criteria for the underlying investments. The similarities between the principles of ESG and Shariah investing open a wider choice for investors looking for opportunities in the broader social responsible investment space. The convergence of these two approaches has the potential to boost expansion of sustainable and ESG investments across multiple Islamic finance asset classes, as well as the financial industry at large. Ladies and gentlemen, as the preferred marketplace for sustainable and responsible investing, with high standards of sustainability practices and disclosure, Bursa Malaysia continues to play a key role in promoting the sustainability agenda amongst our listed issuers. For instance, FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Index has played a significant role in recognizing our listed companies that have taken steps to improve their ESG practices and disclosures. Since its launch in 2014, the number of constituents in the index has tripled from 24 to 76. As of June 2021, we anticipate the number of constituent stocks to grow very quickly. Just recently, we launched the FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Shariah Index to meet the financial community's sustainable and Shariah compliant investment needs. This new themed index is designed to track constituents in the FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Index that are also Shariah compliant. Thus, the FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Shariah Index meets the requirements of both these universes. The FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Shariah Index comprises of 54 constituents and will serve as a basis for fund managers to develop new investment products comprising a portfolio of Shariah-compliant equities guided by sustainable investing principles. In addition to the ESG-related indices I've mentioned, we're also increasing our efforts to work with our strategic partners to promote sustainable practices and enhance sustainability practitioners' competencies. Ladies and gentlemen, We are proud to be a global leader in Shariah listing and investments. Among the many achievements we've been recognized for, Bursa Malaysia has been named the best stock exchange for Islamic listings by Islamic Finance News in 2018 and 2019. Bursa Malaysia, the exchange's end-to-end Shariah-compliant investing platform, is supported by 16 Islamic brokers and provides both faith and ethically based investors with access to a broad range of opportunities in our marketplace. As of June 2021, 747 out of 940 listed companies on the exchange, or 80%, are Shariah compliant. Shariah market capitalization makes up some 68% of the total market capitalization of 1.7 trillion million ringgit. And the average daily trading value of Shariah compliant securities makes up some 79% of the overall ADV of 4.4 billion for the first 6 months of the year. We continue to observe our Shariah indices consistently outperforming its conventional counterparts over the last 10 years. For example, the FTSE Bursa Malaysia Hijrah Shariah Index, comprising the 30 largest Shariah-compliant companies in the FTSE Bursa Malaysia IMAS Index, has surpassed the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI, growing about 22.3% between 2010 and June 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, in conjunction with today's conference, we are pleased that CGS CIMB Securities will be launching their Shariah Research Report second half 2021 at this event. While research publications on PLCs are plentiful, few focus entirely on Shariah-compliant PLCs. The Shariah Research Report scheme intends to raise the visibility, transparency, as well as the investability of Malaysian Shariah PLCs, and further encourage investor participation in Malaysia's Shariah-compliant equity market. The report reflects up-to-date and relevant information, such as in-depth analysis and performance of Malaysia's Shariah-compliant equity market, key thematic plays and stock picks, and top investment strategies. We are working to close this gap by promoting improved value recognition and growth in Malaysia's Shariah-compliant equity market, while at the same time providing investors with the necessary knowledge and intelligence that is needed to enhance their appreciation of investing in Shariah-compliant equities. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that today's Shariah Investing Virtual Conference 2021 will help you understand and learn more about the connections between ESG and Islamic finance. Before I end, I wish to thank our partners for the event, our co-organizers and registered Islamic participating organization, CGS CIMB Securities, media partners, Red Money Group and Refinitiv, and all our distinguished speakers. Last but not least, to all participants, thank you for joining us. We're confident that our lineup of experts will help enhance our understanding and your understanding of ESG and Islamic finance. I wish everyone a very productive and impactful conference ahead. Thank you.